Welcome to the Professional Standards Training Tracker Tool, Training Video Series. This is Chapter 4, Adding, Editing, or Deleting Training Records. Adding a training record. In this section, we will look at how you would create a training record and how you can see the impact within the other pages. The Professional Standards Training Tracker Tool's primary purpose is to allow users to create training records for use in annual reviews. These records can be created by the person who took the training or by his/her manager. We will be using an employee or staff level account for this video. For our example, we will be showing the fictional account of Richard Test Record. Richard is a full-time school employee who has training records in both the current and previous school year. Here on the home page, you can see that there's a training record for the 2018-2019 school year that was 15 minutes, or 0.25 hours in length. This is the first line in the recent training table, and we've selected it here on the screen. If you were to look at the training history page, this would be the only training record showing up for the 2018-2019 school year. His screen shows that he needs 9.75 hours more because it is subtracting the 0.25 hours from his 10-hour full-time employee goal. We're going to look more closely at the training record later, but we need to make sure that you are aware of what the home and training history pages were showing before we entered a new record. To log in a training, go to the training menu, select Enter Training. This page is available to all user accounts who have an e-authentication login. The Enter Training page is a form that allows you to record many of the details for the training. It will be helpful to have any training materials that were handed out or the registration records available so you can refer to them if needed. The header section lets you know that the required fields will be marked with an asterisk. To enter a training record, you need to start by typing a training title or a word that is in the training title field. The training title field will attempt to match whatever you enter to the ones that are already included in our database. It starts to search when you start typing in the training title. The training titles that we have for you to select from are from the Professional Standards Training Database and those added by our users. So there's a good chance that our list might be missing a newly created training title. If this happens, you will need to use the Add New Training Title button located below or after the training title field to create a new training title to add to the Professional Standards Training Tracker Tool database. Please see the Creating a New Training Title subchapter at the end of this video for more details on how to create a new training title. For now, let's go ahead and finish this page using an existing title. For our example, we're trying to record a training session for the Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Program webinar. So we will start by typing the word fresh in the field. The system found quite a lot of training titles with the word fresh in their title. We need to select the one that matches our materials. It is the 12th entry in this list. We can arrow down or use the mouse to select the correct title. Selecting the title will add the full title to the field. It also added some training details to several fields on the screen. The training titles are represented by combinations between key areas, training topics, and learning objectives. Once you select the training title, it adds a table to the screen. where you may select one or more of the combinations shown. These are linked to the training title, and if you change or adjust the training title, this table will refresh and all selections will be lost. We'll use the Select checkbox that is just above the table to select all available combinations. Scrolling down, the training provider, training hours, training minutes fields were filled in when the training title was selected. If there's a discrepancy in the training hours minutes in our system and how many hours minutes your training provider said the training would fulfill, please add a new training title so that you have the correct time credit for the training you attended. The next field we need to work with is the completion date. This is the date on which the training was completed. This will default to the current date but can be changed. The school year is a critical value. This will dictate where this is counted for the annual training goal. It is possible to add training records retroactively for a school year. At the bottom of the page, you must select at least one employee. Employee or staff level users will only see their name. However, managers or directors would be able to see multiple names in this table. Once all the required fields for the training have been filled out, you may press the Save button at the bottom of the screen. The system will bring up a few confirmations and then it will redirect you to your training history page. The training history page will show you your training records by school year. The main part of the page will show you the training title, the completion date, and the length of training. As you can see, the new training that we added now appears on this page for the current school year. This has been an example of entering a new training record. As a reminder, please use the help email at cnpntab@fns.usda.gov for any questions or challenges you have while using our website. Editing a training record. In this section, we will talk about editing an existing training record. We are starting on the training history page. You can open the training history page under the training menu. The training history page will show you your training records by school year. The training part of the page will show you the training title, completion date, and length of training. By clicking on a training title, you will be able to open the training details. The training details page allows you a summary view of the training information. Most of the information displayed is read-only. However, there are some very useful buttons at the bottom of this page. The Edit Training button allows you to make small changes to the training record, such as correcting a training completion date. The Upload Training Documents button allows you to attach electronic copies of documents or files that relate to the training. The Delete Training button allows you to delete this training if it was entered in error. We will look at the Delete button in another subchapter. We will now look at editing a training record. The Edit Training page contains the same fields as the Enter Training page. However, many of these are locked against changes. If you need to adjust something that is locked, delete the training record and add a new training title with the correct information. Adding a new training title is discussed further in another subchapter. We will not be making any changes to this page, so instead we will use the Cancel button at the bottom to return to the training details. You may have additional supporting documents to attach with the training you have recorded. Once you have electronic copies of the documents, you may use this Upload Document page to attach it. The document title field is a free text field that allows you to create a document name that will be displayed within the Professional Standards Training Tracker tool. The document type drop-down allows you to select a category for this document. The Browse button on the right-hand side allows you to search through your computer's files to find the document you want to attach. You can see the document that was attached show up on this page. This page allows you to either add or delete documents attached to this training. Once we are done uploading documents, we can return to the training details page. Now that we return to the training details, you will also see that the uploaded documents can be viewed on this page as well. This has been an example of editing a new training record. As a reminder, please use the help email at cnpntab@fns.usda.gov for any questions or challenges you have while using our website. Deleting a training record. In this section, we will discuss the steps and guidelines for deleting a training record. You may only delete a training record where you have 100% ownership. When there's a clear ownership, this training details page will provide a delete button. If there's no clear ownership, this page will hide the delete button. Using this delete button will delete the entire training record as if it never happened, and it will be removed from the training history of every training participant. An example of when it might be appropriate to delete the training record is if the training was logged with a similar but incorrect training title. Since the training title is a value that may not be edited, you would delete and then relog the training with the correct training title. If a training record needs to be deleted for a one or more employee, a manager or director user will be able to work with the Edit button to remove the employee from the training record. This has been a discussion of deleting a training record. As a reminder, please use the help email at cnpntab@fns.usda.gov for any questions or challenges you have while using our website. Adding a new training title. In this section, we will look at how to add a new training title. Earlier in this video, we referenced that it is possible that a training might be missing from the training title drop-down field. In order to add a new training title, you will need to have all the details of the training. Then go to the Enter Training page. Below the training title field is a button that is labeled Add New Training Title. Clicking this button opens a series of pages that allow us to enter in the details needed to create a new training title. On the Enter Training Title Details page, you will need to record the training title. Length of training, training provider, and the training format. The title used here will be displayed in the training title drop-down field on the Enter Training page. All fields on this page are required except for training format. Click on the Proceed to Key Area Selection button to continue. On the Select Key Areas page, you will need to click as many key areas as are covered by the training. You must select at least one key area and click the Proceed to Training Topic Selection button to continue. For our example, we are selecting all 4 options. Each key area is divided into training topics. On the Select Training Topics page, you will need to select at least one training topic for each key area that you indicated on the last page. Once this page is complete, click on the Proceed to Learning Objectives section button to continue. Each training topic is further subdivided into learning objectives. On the Select Learning Objectives page, you will need to select at least one learning objective for each training topic that you indicated on the last page. Once you are done, click the Proceed to Preview All Selections button to continue. The Preview Training Title Details page will provide you a chance to see all of the information you have entered for this new training. This page allows you to review the data and either go back and edit it, or you can click the Save button and save the information into the training title database. Once we return to the Enter Training page, we can search for and find the new training title. This has been an example of adding a new training title. As a reminder, please use the help email at cnpntab@fns.usda.gov for any questions or challenges you have while using our website. Thank you for viewing.